Well, welcome everybody to the city staff meeting. Today's November the, wait a minute, let me get it right, 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. It's 11, 12, 13. Now that I was straightened out a while ago, so I didn't even think about that. But I got it written right there, 11, 12, 13. I don't even know what happens to me sometimes. I get a little crazy. It's the filthy chant theory of let's drive the city manager crazy.
That is correct.
And he's doing a good job, by the way.
Very hard.
He's doing a very good job. And I've had 2 cups of coffee this morning, so y'all just might as well get ready. It's going to be a long day for all of you. I can promise you that right now. You know, oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Larry Gray, City Manager. Anybody didn't know. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see Blanche and LaFawn here. Y'all feel good today?
Great.
Okay. You see your flags at the Veterans Park that we put out? Okay. I don't even want to get Blanche mad at me. It's going to make you get those flags out. Well, welcome, everybody. Any employee recognition? I actually wanted to do one this morning, but, you know, dumb me, oop, that was up in the head.
I have 2.
You have 2?
I have 2
Wait a minute.
as well.
I wasn't even through speaking about how dumb I was, because I also have one too, but I forgot to have the person come in. So we'll, while we're doing that, then we'll have your 2. You have 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have 2 employees?
One from another department.
Okay, ready?
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
I'm Patrick Harvey, Director of Finance, City of Seagoville, and I have 2 employees I would like to recognize. First, I've been given to understand that Seagoville's best bailiff is awarded to Kenny Dickerson in recognition of Municipal Court Week. So, and I would like to introduce to the group and to all of our viewing audience out there in the wide, wonderful world of the internet, Angelina Bailey, our new employee, and we are excited to have her.
Yes, we are. Did you get your shirt?
I did. I was excited.
You're excited about your shirt?
I got my little thing too.
Okay.
I'm excited.
You're excited. Can somebody, and since you're sitting on the end, Dara, thank you for volunteering. Will you, you know, y'all think y'all get a lot of static from me all the time? She gets it all day, her and Cindy. That's why they're sitting on that end away from me. And then they, I'm sure, call me a lot of names when I get here.
Yeah. And no more coffee today?
No doubt about that. Would you be so kind as to go get Gladys for me, please? Thank you. That's my bad because I was being harassed this morning by Sergeant Talley. Where's Sergeant Talley?
Back on patrol.
Oh, you back on patrol? Oh, I thought he was going to stay.
Good eye.
She has his one good eye
Told him,
fixed up.
told him one eye Italian, when he gets back, he'll be eagle eyes.
If you eagle-eyed, yeah. That's good. Sergeant Talley had his eye worked on, and now he's back at work, and then he gets the other one done in January, I think he said. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Just said she's finishing up with us.
Oh, really? Thank you. You make that up, or is that just something you?
It sounded good. Yeah.
Sound real good, didn't it? Well, we're waiting on Gladys to come back, and that's going to be part of the employee recognition. Let's get on to. Oh, I'm sorry. Liz, I got carried away with Patrick's 2 and my 1. I forgot.
Okay, I also kind of stubbed my toe in not having them here. April is off today, and Val Turner doesn't come in until 10. But I visited the Senior Citizen Center on Friday, and the Veterans program that they put together for our Seagoville senior veterans was moving and profound. These ladies raised money from every corner of this community to put this program on. They had a full spread of beautiful cakes and refreshments and shirts made for all the veterans that said, we're the land of the free because of you, the brave. And each of them, information was gathered about them and told about each of them. It was awesome.
Outstanding.
We have a video that Jim's going to help me edit, and we will post that up on our Facebook page later today.
Good.
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 Very
Thank
nice
you so much.
program.
That's good. Thank you, Liz. Thank them too, all of us. That's really good. Let me read my notes.
I'm looking right through them.
I no doubt about that. Well, while we're waiting on Gladys to get in here, we'll get on, moving on with dates to remember. Monday, November the 18th is going to be our next council meeting. I see that Dara has thrown the council agenda at me. So I assume she'll go through that when we get over to her. Thursday, November the 28th is Thanksgiving holiday. City Hall is actually closed the 28th and the 29th for Thanksgiving. And then Monday, December 2nd will be a council meeting. And Thursday, December the 5th is going to be the tree lighting at Central Park. We're going to have a lot of fun that Thursday night. We're going to be bringing Santa Claus in on a special sleigh, a $300,000 sleigh. And Dara has got us a reindeer that's going to be there. I've never even petted a reindeer, so that's going to be pretty cool to actually have a reindeer there, so we can have pictures made with, the kiddos can have pictures made with the reindeer and with Santa. And so that was a good move. Thank you, Dara. That's a pretty cool little deal to have a reindeer there. Like I said, I've never even petted one, so I'm going to pet one and have my picture made with a reindeer. I don't think I'm going to be sitting in Santa Claus' lap. Plan on it anyway. Me and him not talking because he can't seem to find my house on Christmas. Well, what I want. I can't figure out why you can't get a new Corvette down that chimney. I don't know what the issue is there, but for some reason there's an issue. Thank you very much for coming in here, Gladys. It's my apologies to you for not talking to you earlier and have you in here when we got started on the employee recognition. Just wanted you to know, wanted the group to know, and everybody that watches this on Facebook, and to know that we get compliments and bukus of compliments on you. The way you deal with the residents up front, the way you handle yourself, the way you always smile. In fact, myself, Cindy, Dara, every time we see you walking down the hall, you're always smiling. And you know, that's just, you just have the absolute best personality of anybody I think I've ever met.
Thank you.
And we all do appreciate, the residents appreciate, the council appreciates it, and we certainly want to recognize you for everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't meet this many people.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
She's
always smiling. And then to finish up, that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, December 5th, 6th, and 7th is also a festival of lights out at the park. We'll start out that Thursday night with the Christmas tree lighting, and then we'll move on to where you can drive through the park and see the festival of lights. So that'll be a joyous time. The next thing, before we get into updates, there's a couple of things. First of all, next Tuesday, the 19th, we will not have staff meeting. It will be after the council meeting, and so we will not have staff meeting next Tuesday. I see a lot of broken hearts. Y'all should at least act like you're hurt and disappointed because we're not having staff, so I feel better. Oh, well, see, Patrick is. And the following Tuesday, though, we will have staff meeting, but since that'll be the day after staff, council meeting, and we have we can have a staff meeting before we have the next council meeting, which is not have one on the 19th. Also, to let you know, on a more somber note, the process that I've been going through for the last 3 weeks. I think most of y'all in this room, the ones of y'all that will be watching on the web, and for LaFawn and Blanche, know that Tommy is retiring at the end of December. It's kind of bittersweet for all of us that have worked with Tommy for a number of years. As most of y'all know, he was captain of B ship when I was here before. And you've heard me say numerous times, when Chief Maroney would have retired when I was here before, it would have taken me every bit of about 30 seconds to name him Chief. And that would only be so I could make sure I spelled his name right. But he's chosen to retire. He's not leaving. He's going to stay in the city, and I'm sure we'll see him around all the time, which is a good thing for Seagoville that he's staying here. He's certainly a vital part of the community. Been here most of his life, played football, lived here, raised his family, so that's a good thing. But what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks is putting in the process to name a new chief. You know, when a city manager names a new police chief, fire chief, or any of the directors, I put a lot of thought into it, looking at all the different angles and which way is the best for the city, what's best for the firefighters, what's best for myself as the city manager. And I don't take any of these decisions lightly. As you can see by the caliber of the people that we have sitting around this table, I don't take any of those decisions lightly. So what I did was, I interviewed every one of the firefighters that work for the city of Seagoville. All 3 shifts. Collectively visited with them in my office, and then I sent them out and spoke with them individually with the door closed, asking them who they would like to see. Well, actually, I asked them 2 questions they needed an answer for me. Number 1 was who would they like to see be the next chief of the Seagoville Fire Department, and number 2, why. And I wrote down all their answers. I did not write their names down because I promised them no one would ever know what you told me, and no one will ever know. But I wrote down their who they would like. I wrote down the reasons why. It was overwhelmingly for someone that will be our new chief. I will announce it publicly on December the 2nd. We're in the process of doing things that have to be in place for that to happen. Chief's helmet, badges, shirts, even to switching over my car to become the chief's car. And we're going to hand down Tommy's Tahoe to the Command 31. And the Command 31 will become the backup, and I'm going to go back to driving Black Beauty as I've done 3 years ago. My ego does not need to be massaged enough to drive the newer car, but I do appreciate Chief Stallings and Sergeant Talley when Black Beauty got clobbered, that they got me a new car, and the council approved it, and we were able to do that. And I've driven it for 2.5 years. It's a nice car, but it's probably served better to be the new fire chief's car. So we've got those things in place. Black Beauty is being painted. At least it doesn't look like it's just come off the auction block. But so we're in the process of doing all those things that have to be done. On the night of December the 2nd, again, I will publicly announce who the new fire chief is. We will ask the new fire chief to have their family and friends present. We will have a reception afterwards where the council would have a chance and the residents to congratulate the new chief. And it's at 7 p.m. on December 2nd, then we will have a new fire chief. I did ask for the opinion of one of the directors, also the firefighters, and the two chiefs, the retiring chief and of course our police chief, their opinion. So you can understand that I did not, knowing full well the decision's mine totally to make at the end, but as you know, the way I manage, I have to get all the input I possibly can from anybody and everybody that I possibly can. And I did that. I think everybody was open and honest, and I think I've made a good decision. And I think the new chief will take us on up in big shoes to fill, literally and figuratively. But I just can't say enough about Tommy, Chief Lamont. I don't think there's anybody in this room that can say enough about what he's meant to, not only to the fire department, but to the city. And he will be missed as the fire chief. When I was here before, Chief Maroney and I had a very good relationship. He would keep me laughing all the time. In fact, we even have a name for it now. It's called Maroneynomics whenever we do budget, because Chief Maroney was always coming in with all sorts of little things he thought we should do. It was always interesting. Sometimes they were good and we would do them, and most of the time it was just, Chief, you know we can't do that. But it was always fun. He always made it funny and run a good department. And of course, Tommy's been chief for 14 years, and it's a great department. So anyway, just to let you know what's going on and what the time frame is. So on December 2nd, we will have a new fire chief. Tommy will be here to the end of December, and we are having a party for him, a retirement party for him on December 19th at 2 p.m. at First Baptist Church. So I assume everybody's invited.
Will they show up? I don't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be standing room only, Chief, you. So, anyway, just wanted everybody to know what the process is and what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks, and including as many people as I possibly could in the process. And I think last week, or this was the week before that, and the weekend, I talked to who I thought is the finalist and talked to them about the job and salary requirements, and asked them to go home and talk to their family about it, pray about it, do whatever it is you need to do to give me an answer on the following Tuesday when they were back on shift. So they did, and I think they're ready. And so I think it's time to move on. So I'm good to go, and on December 2nd, we'll move on. Is that okay with you, Chief?
Right.
All right, let's get on to the updates before I get misty-eyed talking about Tommy. Dar, you want to start us off?
For the agenda, I have the resale of the property at Elmo. I have the ATMIS rate review mechanism following negotiated resolution, the C&M concrete contract, and the right-of-way on McWhorter Street, and casting the nomination for, the casting of the vote for the Dallas County Appraisal District Board of Directors. And that's all I have for the agenda for the 18th. And that's all I have.
That's all you have?
That's it.
Cynthia,
That'd be me.
that'd be you.
Just a reminder, you need to have all your employees have their flu vaccines today if they have not already done that. This will be the day. We have several. So they'll need to go to fire station. Okay? I think that's it.
Last month we had 844 likes on Facebook, and now we have 886.
We just keep moving up on those
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
We'll try to get through this without being too overcome with grief. No staff meeting on the 19th. Still broke up about that. Our water tower project is nearing completion.
It's pretty fun what I see.
About 90% complete. We got it painted and has a logo. We got to get the atmospheric valve put in place. And the county has been out on Malloy Bridge Road and started doing repairs to Malloy Bridge. This past summer, with the ground drying up, it created some serious problems out there. Right now it's just a patch job, and hopefully in the spring we can go in there and re-chip seal the road. That being said, our project at Farmers and Simons has been delayed until the spring because we're getting into a bad weather situation, and we don't want to go out there and mill up Farmers Road and have it rain for a couple of weeks and it'd just be a muddy mess. It's a pretty big project. And it's all the projects I got going on right this minute. Phil's gonna bring you up to date on Ballard Road.
Ballard Road, we're putting in a new 6-inch water line, what is it, 1,700 feet? 1,700 feet of new 6-inch water line with fire hydrants and tying people down in that area with water that haven't had water and they're on wells. So that's gonna be a good project, and it should be, he should be starting it today.
Did y'all get with that gentleman that volunteered his land for them to keep their
Yes.
stuff on?
Yes, 30.
It's 3,700 feet.
3,700 feet.
Okay.
Drove it down. That's first.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Well, Phil and Jim basically covered everything. We had a few miscellaneous leaks. We caught up a lot in the last month on everything that we had. Guys been cleaned up the shop for the Thanksgiving over there. That's about all I got, really. Ain't got much going on right now. So a few small end things that we're catching up on, and that's it.
I wanted to talk about what a great Arbor Day we had November 2nd. We distributed 560 trees on that Saturday and have sold quite a few more. There's a few left out there. I don't know if they're really any good now because they've not been watered. But we had a good day that day, good attendance, a lot of trees, and that's it.
Look at all folks out here.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Okay. I have, for your viewing enjoyment, the fiscal year 2014 budget for the city of Seagoville. It is, very simply, the finest budget document ever produced by this city. It is, as the young people say, all that. And I want to let you know that I am going on record as guaranteeing that this budget document that I have in my hand will receive an award from the Government Finance Officers Association for Distinguished Budget Presentation. I won't know that until May, but I'm going on record as saying it will happen. Okay. I would love to be able to give you a copy of this. However, first I must give it to council, and that will be next Monday, which is why I am so sad that we will not be having a meeting on Tuesday, because I want to personally hand this out to each and every one of you. You should have this in your hand. It is that good. And I'm so sorry, Blanche and LaFonce, that I cannot give it to you all right now. But what I can do is, I can give you all the Cliff Notes version, okay? Which, this is just you know, 4 little pages, but this is actually the whole story. This is War and Peace, and this is the Cliff Notes version. Okay, a lot more in here than in here. But anyway, I'm going to give you all one. And please accept this right now, and I promise next time we get together, I will give you the full version. And if you would like me to autograph it, I will. Thank you, Mr. City Manager. That's all I have.
The Oscars will.
I was waiting for the music to start playing, to get off the stage music.
All right, try to top that.
I can't. I'm gonna be like Marty. I'm just happy to be here today.
You know, Chief, and before we go up to Chief Stallings, this is your last city staff meeting as fire chief. Do you realize that? The next city staff meeting we have.
Canceled the 19th.
No, city staff meeting.
Oh.
The next city staff meeting we have on December the 10th, we will have a new fire chief. Of course, you'll be welcome. You didn't even realize that, did you?
No, I didn't.
You can be Blanche and LaFonta's sidekick.
Well, now I'm sad because I don't want to see Tommy leave, so. But.
Get happy because I'm going
He said get happy because he's going to. On the police department side, happy to report that our Part 1 crimes were a lot lower in October than previously thought. So we're flat right now percentage-wise. We've had the same number of Part 1 crimes this year to date as we had last year to date. So that's an accomplishment. And that's to do with the citizens here in Seagoville calling in when they see suspicious activity in their neighborhoods. And I do want to encourage that, especially with the Christmas season coming up and all the holidays coming up. People will be going on vacation and leaving town, even if it's just over the weekend or whatever. Have your neighbors watch your home. Contact the police department in vacation house checks. Do that as a complimentary service to the citizens of Seagoville. Take advantage of that. Our citizens on patrol will be out and about during this time, as they are normally during the week anyway, but we will be more aggressive with having them out. The value of you calling in and doing and filling out the house watch is that we know where you're at. We have a way to contact you should something happen, and we then know what vehicle should be in your driveway. And if we see something that's suspicious, if our people see something that's suspicious that's not on the house watch, then we know to check it out. So please take advantage of that program. It's there for you free. The other thing I want to talk to you about is that we're a participant in the National Research Platform, which is a nationwide program. I've talked about it before, I believe, where surveys are completed by law enforcement agencies across the country. There are 3 agencies in the state of Texas. Seagoville's one of the 3. There are 100 agencies, police agencies across the United States that are part of this research program. This is a long-term research program, and it's going to go for several years. The fact that Seagoville is part of this program is going to allow us to receive data about our service, about our officer attitudes, our employee attitudes, how they feel about the profession of law enforcement. And it's going to allow Seagoville to be part of a huge research project that's going to go into journals and educational instruments for years to come. What's coming up right now is a citizen satisfaction survey. which means that some people in the city of Seagoville that have come into contact with police officers for whatever reason, and yes, arrests and citations, I believe, are part of the contacts. But our goal for the program is to survey 1,000 citizens. Those surveys are done randomly. There will be letters sent out to people that have been in contact with law enforcement officers from Seagoville. The letter is prepared by the National Research Platform. It's not prepared by us. It does have my name, my signature on it and all that, but that information is from the research platform. The information then that you turn in can be done on your phone, over the internet. There are several different ways that you can respond to the survey. The thing that I want you to know is that survey does not come back to the police department. It's going to go to the research platform. So the good thing is it'll be anonymous. You'll be able to put it out there. I won't know what you said about the police department or about the contact with the police officer or employee at the department. So please, if you get a letter asking you to complete a survey, please respond to the survey. It's very, very important, not just for us and your feedback for us, but for the national effort on this research project.
And one thing that the chief left out, you know, our chief, you know, that he does, this is a national effort, but he is also on the national board of this group that's doing this. So it's a high honor for us to have our police chief on that board.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad.
Basically, we have three things. Ace Hardware is moving along now. Water supply surplus actually took out their permit to remodel the building at 104 Simons last week. So that's going to move forward now. The $1.2 million renovation at the nursing home, $1.5 million renovation is about halfway complete, and it's really looking nice up there. So they're doing a good job. So
Good.
but that's all I have.
Good.
Okay. This is the beginning of my slow time, but for what I have is the P&Z is meeting tonight at 6:30. It's the public hearing on the Town Center Overlay District on the standards and regulations being repealed. Next P&Z meeting is tentatively scheduled for November the 26th. Board of Adjustment, there's no meeting of that board this month. Building permits, October, we had one new residential permit. Two commercial residential permits were pulled, commercial permits were pulled in October. The first one was Mr. Quimby's office, nursery at 300 Environmental Way, which used to be Mr. Maroney's residential house. And then Barber Specialties is purchased the property at 2406 Kleberg. Used to be MedTech, and is expanding their business from Elizabeth over to Kleberg. That permit was for a 99 by 60 square foot accessory building. November, just had the one commercial permit for 104 West Simons pulled. On the miscellaneous permits, in October there were 42. November, so far only 5. Contractor registration in October was 28, 4 for this month. COs, in October, residential, there was 12, commercial, there was 6. And in November, there's only been 7 residential and no commercial.
The time of year we're doing, sorry.
Yeah.
Amy?
Right now, what I'm mainly focusing on down at the EDC office is getting our records straight. Our filing system down there is kind of crazy, so I'm getting our organizational records and minutes and everything. Just I'm taking one box at a time and laying out empty ones and just going from one box to the other to get them organized. The garage is kind of a mess, and my office is kind of a mess, but we will get there slowly but surely. But it's getting there. So that is what I've been really busy with this week, or this past week, shall I say. But that is all I have.
Dan, welcome.
Thank you.
You doing good?
Doing good.
What do you think about this little meeting?
It's pretty cool. I've never been in one like this. Pretty animated. I like it.
Very animated. Just get more animated when we get back in my office. You're right, Chief. You don't need to care. Am I gonna be fired? Oh, you. All right, it comes down to the time when y'all get to ask us any questions. Do you have any questions? I know you do, Lance. Go ahead. I was supposed to ask you Seth questions, supposed to ask us.
We're working on the toy drive.
Oh, the toy drive. All right, good.
If you see any toy boxes, put some toys in.
Okay.
We need them.
Can I speak?
No, we were.
Didn't Walmart even say that they would allow you to?
Yes, Walmart allowed us to, first time ever, they've allowed us to put 2 boxes in their store, 1 at each door.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll go to Walmart.
We think that's really gonna help us.
That manager down there, he's super.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Super guy. What's his name again?
John Wingard.
Yeah, John Wingard.
We've had a couple business call and ask for boxes that we've not had before, so.
Good. That time of year. Holiday season's upon us. All right, good. I know you'll be busy with that. Good thing. The next city staff meeting will be Tuesday, December the 10th. Oh, well, we'll be fire chief by then. You're still welcome to talk anytime, as you know. I like to, when we get through, I like to have the senior staff meet in my office for about 10 minutes. There's a couple things I need to visit with all y'all about in my office. And Amy, if you'll join us for the first part, and then you can leave to go back over there to the other couple things I need to talk to them about. Just what you're doing. So we'll do that. All right, everybody, thank you.
Thanks.